I'm Maria Mengel, and you're watching Thrive TV, where we dish about all things birth, postpartum, and pregnancy. And I'm back with Chloe French today, another doula from Thrive and a student midwife. And today we're going to talk all about oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that we address in our childbirth education class and something that we bring up with our doula clients on the regular because it is so incredibly important to your birth process. So what oxytocin is it's dubbed as the love hormone. So it's the hormone that is released whenever you have those feel-good feelings or whenever you're with somebody that you love or somebody that you're bonding with. The three most commonly, or the three highest levels of oxytocin that are ever released in your body are number one, whenever you have a letdown while you're breastfeeding, because you're holding your baby and you're looking at them and you're bonding and you're falling in love together. And the second one is whenever you orgasm. That's a super high level of oxytocin there because you are doing something incredibly intimate with somebody that you love. And then the third time, and the time when it's the most high in the entire world ever in your entire life, is immediately after your baby's born, whenever you're holding them and looking into their eyes and getting to know them. So we have all probably heard about Pitocin, which is oxytocin's synthetic counterpart, and it is the drug that we give women in labor who are augmenting or inducing their labor. So we're here to talk about oxytocin, which is the same thing, just it's the naturally occurring hormone in your body, and it's the one that triggers contractions too while you're in labor. So whenever you're talking with clients, what are some things that you tell them, like how oxytocin plays into their labor?
Well, sure. Well, it is the hormone that causes contractions in labor. So you want to have a lot of oxytocin when you're in labor because it is what causes contractions. It is what creates a positive birth experience. A labor that's functioning well and is progressing well will be a labor where there's lots of oxytocin flowing in the room. So, and there's practical things you can do to create more oxytocin. Like you mentioned, it's the love hormone, so it's released when you're feeling supported, when you're feeling private, when you're feeling accepted and safe. Yeah. Yes. So you would want to create an environment where you, for example, know your birth team well, or where you're in a room that is often darker or that is secure. There's not a lot of hustle and bustle, people coming in and out. You're not feeling super observed. It's a space where you want to relax and let go, and that's going to be your space where you're going to have a lot of oxytocin going. I often will also tell my clients to bring things from home with them so that they're creating that very welcoming, comforting space when they're having their babies.
Awesome. What about oxytocin levels during pregnancy?
Yeah, so studies have shown that if you increase your oxytocin levels during pregnancy, that you actually bond better with your baby in the postpartum. That's important benefits. So, do all those things that make you feel lovey-dovey while you're currently pregnant, and you'll enjoy a very close relationship with your baby going forward.
Awesome. So, say I'm somebody and I'm about to prepare for my labor. Why is it important for me to know all of this science behind it? Why do I need to know all of this hormone stuff?
Well, I think there's two sides to that. I think it's important to know just the physiology of labor and how important it is to work with what's naturally occurring in your body, because it will, like I said, when you're working with the hormones that are naturally progressing, it creates a smoother, easier, less complicated birth.
Sure.
But I also don't think that you have to know everything about the physiology of labor in order to have a baby. You can just ride the waves of that oxytocin, and you'll still have your child at the end.
So say that I'm in labor and I'm in the hospital and my labor's kind of slowing down. Mm-hmm. How could knowing this information help me?
Yeah, so then you're going to want to create this situation where those oxytocin levels can thrive. So we know, for example, that adrenaline cancels out the effects of oxytocin. So adrenaline is released when you're in a stressful situation. So you want to decrease your stress levels and create that comforting, cave-like, private environment where you can really find your groove, find your bond with your birth team, and feel safe.
Awesome. With the lights off and all that stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions.
Yes.
Awesome. And thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have something to share, please do so in the comments. I want to hear, has this happened to you? Do you feel like in your labor experiences that you have seen oxytocin or even Pitocin play a role in the way that your labor has progressed, and how so? So thank you again so much for tuning in. I hope that you'll listen and watch next time, and I hope you all the best, and because you deserve to thrive.